Stand clear.
Peace, y'all. Right now you're listening to the Juan Ayala show.
Plátano, man, in the building. Dime a ver qué lo que
Y'all, this is Chris Rivers Dragons Up, and you are rocking with the Juan Ayala Show with the chancletas go huepa.
Hola, soy Yolanda Vega, and you're watching Plátano Man.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. I'm your man, Plátano Man, aka Juan Ayala, for those that know me, and welcome to the Juan Ayala Show for everybody tuning in right now. From my house to yours, everybody worldwide, I just want to give you guys a big dímelo, que lo que es, sapase, que vola, cosas que, konnichiwa, año ni hao, privet, shalom, wagwan, benvin, dumuli shani, and what's poppin'? We in the building, ladies and gentlemen, with none other than 2.9 million streams on Spotify right now, 6 million views on YouTube right now for her hit I'ma Go Crazy. She's on Amazon Prime right now, people, all right? You can catch her on all platforms. She is starring in Ring of Silence and has 2 more movies dropping, okay? So look out for Turn the Cheek, and the trailer for Price of Love is crazy. If you guys haven't seen the trailer for Price of Love, it looks like Michael Bay directed it. It looks crazy. It looks crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of NEISHA Enterprise LLC, NESHAE.
What's up? What's up? We in the building, house, you know, whatever we want to call it. Quarantining.
Yo, how do you manage to balance all of the acting and the music? I was thinking about your career. 28 million views right now on all platforms right now. Like that, you're busy.
Yeah, I think that at first when I was worried about whether or not I'd be able to juggle so many different things on my plate, but you know, I found my wave. I figured out how to do everything smoothly without feeling stressed out and overwhelmed about things. So, you know, it's just about me making sure I eat right, keeping good people around me, you know, trying to be as organized as possible. And the views, you know, that's like, it blows my mind. So many views blows my mind, really. I just keep trying to run them up. We trying to run them up. I'ma Go Crazy just went over 6 million views on the video on YouTube.
That's crazy. And it's all over TikTok, too.
Yeah. That TikTok junk was crazy because I didn't even know about TikTok until I saw those videos.
Same. That shit just came out of nowhere like Corona. It's like one day it wasn't there and then now everybody's got it. And I'm like, damn,
out of nowhere like Corona. With the bars. Came with the bars.
You feel me? But so how are you eating healthy nowadays? Because I know like everybody's stocking up on like canned foods. It's hard to hold on to produce, especially strawberries. I bought strawberries the other day. That was a mistake. Them shits went bad before I even left the supermarket.
That's crazy. I honestly, when I first started doing the music, I was eating meat. Something made me want to transition to vegetarian, vegan. So I did that for about a year. You know, and I was like on and off, like I had my struggles here and there, but when I did stop eating meat, I felt so much better. My skin was better. I had more energy to do things. My emotions felt more under control. But you know, I'm back eating meat. I didn't relapse and eating steak and lamb chops again.
Hey, you can never go wrong with steak and lamb chops. Is that what made you cave in? What was it? What was the guilty pleasure that you was just like? Benihana's, wow. You saw that shrimp flipping and then you was like, nah, hold up.
It's like, throw it on my plate.
I know everybody was like, NEISHA.
Yeah, that's how everybody felt. Everybody felt betrayed when I went back to eat meat. But, you know, one day I'll stop again. One day.
Is that where you're going after everything reopens, Benihana's?
Maybe. No, probably might not be the first place I go. They're going to have to clean up in there.
Yo, for real though. Yo, for real. They're gonna have to Lysol everything, yo. Every spatula better be dipped in Clorox.
Man, that's so funny.
That's crazy. So how have you been being creative while you're like indoors? Are you like writing in a journal? Are you on your phone using like your memos? Do you like email yourself? Like what do you do?
I just set up my home studio.
Nice.
You know, it's not the most extravagant studio or anything, but it gets the job done. I get to, you know, lay my ideas down and I know how to record myself. So I'm always writing. Unfortunately, it has came to my phone most of the time, but I have a notepad right here. I love to write in my notepad, you know. As long as I'm jotting my idea down before it leaves my mind, we're good.
Right.
You know? But yeah, I'm always being creative. I'm always writing, trying to record new music. I'm doing features right now still. You know, the work can never stop.
So who do we have the pleasure of seeing you featured on next? I know you've worked with French Montana. You've worked on the same stage as Juice WRLD, rest in peace. And you've worked with Big Sean, which we'll get to in a minute.
Who do I have features coming up with now? Yeah, we're waiting on that French Montana song. It was so fire, but I haven't really been working on. I got a feature with Cash Doll coming up.
Fire.
But I've really been just focusing on building my own personal catalog. I do have a couple new features I just dropped with some artists. A new song called Pressure. I just dropped a song with my homegirl Yaya Flawless called Wildlife. 550 from Atlanta. We just did a song called Times.
Okay.
Those all have videos too. Those are fire. I'm focused right now. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, you know, with the music stuff, like people trying to hold me up and everything, but I just keep trying to create music and, you know, put out high quality content and build with the fans that I do have until all this stuff behind the scenes is over with. So, you know.
How are you keeping that quality in check? Are you engineering your own sessions at home? Are you mixing and mastering? Do you know how to engineer to an extent, or you still got to send it out to producers and they send it back to you?
No, yeah, I'll definitely send it to someone, you know, I work with to get it mixed or mastered. I just started recording at the house, and my quality stays high. Well, my quality has upgraded so much in the last year. Like, I stay working with the same team, keep the same people around me, and they make sure everything sounds A1.
Yo, for real, that's popping. That's good to hear. And I'm glad to know that throughout this disaster, we're still gonna get some fire coming out of this after it's all said and done, and everybody gets to go back outside. Like, that's amazing. So, how did you meet French Montana?
I met him in the studio actually. I did a record in the studio, and his team heard about the record, so he redid the song and made it his own, and he wanted me to hear it. So when we were in, it was LA? Oh, I was in New York, and I pulled up on him, and
that's how you know you be busy. You don't even know where you be at.
Yeah,
you're like Biden right now. Where am I? I don't know.
Like, what city were we in? But when I met him in the studio, Chris Brown was there. It was a dope experience. They had a show that night, so they left me in the studio to go do their show to record.
Hold on. So you were just hanging out in the studio, minding your own business with French Montana, and Chris Brown just shows up.
Yeah, he was in there dancing and, you know, doing his own thing. It was wild. It was wild. It was a great experience, though. And French is cool, too. It's like my big bro. So.
Wow, that's crazy. So were you nervous? Like, did you not want to, like, embarrass yourself, say anything wrong? Like...
I was so nervous. I couldn't even believe I was wearing what I was wearing. Like, I was so nervous.
Were you like underdressed or overdressed?
Overdressed. It's like when you go overdressed.
You had like a church outfit around Chris Brown.
It was yeah. I probably could have picked a more chill fit, but it was.
I feel you. Well, it's good to know that at least you left the house knowing that you wanted to be professional. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah. That's good. That's good to know. That's what's up. So, all right. So you started off your studio, right? You have the best case scenario for you to conduct your creativity while you're just stuck at home. What else are you doing to kill the time? Like, are you reading anything right now?
I love to read books. I haven't picked up the book that I was reading in actually like a couple months. For whatever reason, I'm neglecting it. But I do read up a lot on the internet just about everything that I'm doing. I'm reading about 5G. You know.
You're one of the. My bad. No, I'm just saying, like, you're one of the 5Gers. The 5Gers to me are like the new flat earthers. But I mean, go on. I mean.
Yeah, no, I'm an old flat earther or whatever. But like, I've only been reading up on it though. Like, that's it. Like, I don't really believe the conspiracy too much. I just kind of been minding my business and making sure that me and my friends are staying healthy. But I'm really into reading. I kill my time by just playing with my dog and promoting myself online. I feel like you can't go wrong with promoting yourself and marketing yourself. And I've been trying to write down ideas to continue building my brand and innovatively connect with my fans. I don't want them to feel like, in like 2018, it wasn't really a break I took. It was just more like,
it was too much for you at the time?
It wasn't as intense as it was when I first started, just for like that period of time. And I don't know, I feel like I owe them a little bit of an explanation as to why, whatever, things went the way they did. But they still love me, and I'm still popping. And a lot of artists fall off when they take those little, moment breaks or whatever. So that's why
what do you think led you to go into that hiatus? I mean, obviously, like, self-care is super important, and you felt like you needed that like fresh breath air. So like, what got you to that point where you were just like, you know what, I just need like a self-cation right now?
Realizing that I didn't understand like the whole business that I was getting myself into. It was a lot of things just coming out of the works that were overwhelming for me, that I felt like I needed to sit back and, just analyze. I needed to figure out what I got myself into, what's my next move, and how I'm going to continue to be myself and do music and be the artist I want to be while I'm learning the business that I'm in. There's no way that I can conduct myself properly if I don't know what I'm doing. So
right.
Now that
especially
I'm back,
if you're not getting the right information about who's going to be at that studio that night before you leave the house.
Right. Yeah. So
wow.
I don't know. I just now that I'm back and I'm in motion, I feel like I'm woke. I'm more woke now than I've ever been. I'm more knowledgeable. I know what I do and don't want, so I can speak up more for myself, and I can tell my ideas more and be more involved, which were all things that I wasn't doing prior to now. So, I'm in a great position.
Right,
independent.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, like, when you describe what you were going through, it sounds torturous, especially like when you're trying to get your creativity out and you're in a studio, and then there's just like a bunch of cucks giving off their opinions on how you should conduct your music and create your own stuff. And it's just like, it gets annoying after a while. Yeah,
it does. It does. And you have to put your foot down. You know what I'm saying? That you either going to stand for something or fall for everything, or whatever the saying is. But I wasn't for the other half. I'm for what I stand for, and it's always been being myself. So,
you gotta be. You gotta be. So from when it's recorded and then it leaves the engineer's hands, and before it gets to your fans, who do you let listen to your music to like catch a vibe from?
My friends.
Okay, you got your own little close friends that you play it for.
My circle's small, and my friends will be honest with me, and I could tell whether or not it's like a vibe or not through them. So.
But I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like even if they told you otherwise, you would still rock with your opinion, right? Unless it was just like, right.
Yep, I'm a Gemini. I go with whatever, whatever I'm thinking is gonna be like. Sometimes I am like very indecisive though. I can't lie about that.
And then how is it when it comes to like performing live shows? Because I've seen a lot of clips on your social media of you bodying like large crowds. Like, how was it at first?
Nerve-wracking. I never realized how nervous I was to perform until I got more comfortable performing. And then, my comfortability came from just learning from watching Big Sean perform on tour. I really was just studying him and, his energy and what he did before the shows, and performing it's easier for me to perform in front of thousands of people than it is to perform in front of a couple. You know? This is more personal when it's only like 3 or 4 people looking at you.
You feel those eyes on you.
Yeah. But it's always been amazing. Like 16 cities, every city loved me. They were lit. You know what I'm saying? So
was it exhausting going through 16 cities back to back?
It was. I think it's more exhausting for older people. But when you're young and you're youthful,
it's exciting.
Eat right, and you're good.
Was it possible to eat right and like keep it consistent on the road? Because I can't see a lot of vegan spots when you're traveling.
Yeah, it can get really difficult to hold a diet or whatever you are trying to do specifically while you're on the road, but you try your best. Try your best to eat good.
There was a spot I seen that you posted at St. Andrew's Hall, I believe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tell me about that. That crowd looked lit.
St. Andrews was with Cash Doll. Shout out to Cash Doll for having
awesome.
me at that event. That was super lit. Detroit
How is it
supports
like
me.
hanging out with these people? How are Big Sean's parties?
Never been to Big Sean's party before. I know that his studio sessions are lit.
Okay, that's what's
So,
up. Is there like a whole like chimney in there? Are they just like drinking? Like, what's the vibe like?
It's really clean.
Okay.
You got to wear your socks. I actually got my socks on right now that he gave me.
Right, because I assume he has like specific requirements, right?
Yeah. They eat vegan popcorn there.
Oh, vegan popcorn. Isn't popcorn already vegan?
I don't know. The popcorn was called skinny popcorn. Maybe is popcorn vegan?
I bet. I'm sure Big Sean has his own type of special vegan popcorn somewhere. He even has his own like selection of vegan vegetables that we don't even know about.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. The vibes were great. It was just studio vibes, you can create in there.
That's amazing. What's up. All right, dope. So nothing too crazy at a Big Sean studio. I wouldn't expect like mad blunts to be passed around.
Tyler the Creator was there.
Tyler was there?
Yeah.
That's dope. Damn.
Janae
so you must have met a lot of people.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. So tell me about it. So Janae walked in. Tyler's there.
Yeah,
you're properly dressed now.
Yes, I am. I was actually properly dressed at this time. And Big Sean, we talked about a lot of things. He gave me some advice. Tyler's funny as hell. They were in there just coming up with ideas and stemming songs and stuff. So I just kind of sat in there and, caught the vibe or whatever.
That's ill. What kind of advice did he give you?
Follow my own instincts. He told me to read a book also that I have yet to read. He said don't do things that don't sit right with that inner feeling, that inner gut feeling. So since then I've always tried to just listen to myself before I let others' opinions determine my decisions. And obviously he gave me a lot of insight when I went on tour with him, just being able to watch him and pay attention to how he moves when he's on tour and how he conducts himself with his fans. Like, I learned a lot. Like, the importance of sticking around and taking pictures with your fans, even when you're tired, because it can get really aggravating to take thousands of pictures and stuff, but you just never know, whose day it could make or whose life it could change. And
right.
So yeah.
Or which random person could post that hug of you and then it'll go viral,
Right. Yeah.
You just never know.
Right.
It's true. Mm-hmm. Damn, but especially after performing an entire show, you're so tired, you're so exhausted. How do you motivate yourself to stay after all those pictures? Because I could see how celebrities could be snooty after they just finished their shift.
When you realize you're doing it because you love it. It's not like a job. Obviously, when you're at work at Wendy's or something for 12 hours and you got to keep being nice and smiling to customers.
Right.
It's I got to do this. It's my job. But when you're an artist and you know that you're doing this for the people, that keeps me motivated. I don't want to rub bad energy off on people. I don't want them to have a bad impression of me or feel like I'm snobby or anything like that. I try to be, as nice and understanding and, encouraging as I can be to my fans. I want them to always remember me for the person that, told you to get up and get it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So how did you get in this circle of friends that you have now? Well, Janae Aiko just popped it into studio sessions. Tyler just hanging out there eating vegan popcorn. Big
Right.
Sean like constantly revolving around you. Like how did you meet Big Sean?
I was signed to an independent label, and and then I ended up with the deal with Rock Nation, and they correlated that and put that together. So that's when I met him, was at his studio in his house, and then we did the tour and all that. So since then we've done the Detroit on the corner events and the turkey drives and stuff like that. Like we still link up and see each other. So hopefully when all this is over, we'll be able to do some music or something, or we have songs out. We just haven't released them. I don't think that.
Okay.
I don't know if they're the ones. We got to do some more music.
Okay, I feel you. But for right now, there's definitely some NESHAE and Big Sean tracks somewhere that haven't been leaked yet. In the vault. Okay, that's good to know. And I'm definitely looking forward to those. That's popping. That's hot.
Thank you.
Damn, they're not ready for those. That's crazy.
No, they're not.
You haven't even released your French Montana project yet.
Yeah, that's his record. So, they were supposed to be putting it on a GTA last year or something like that. I don't know what happened with it, but I'm sure he's going to put it out. It's a banger. It's a hit.
Yo, that will be so... Yo, I've always wanted to be like that radio personality in GTA because like once you're in that game's radio station, every time you play the game, you're in the game.
Yeah.
On loop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like that's like the best thing that could happen to any artist.
Yeah, it's a dope placement to have for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy. So you have all these projects in the works while other people are slacking, getting fat, losing their summer body, not putting out any projects. And that's a blessing. I see that you like really hustling hard and you're really working for this. And I commend you on that because it's a lot of lazy artists out there.
Thank you.
There's people that aren't going to take the time to record themselves like me or you are doing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I definitely do. I was telling my friend that the other day. I'm like, you're 10 steps ahead if you're even doing like the littlest thing, because there's so many people who are just not doing anything right now.
Right.
Like nothing.
Yeah, you're literally 10 steps ahead. It's literally like you and a handful of people and Tory Lanez on Instagram right now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yo, literally every time I go on IG, everybody is on their live right now. Like every individual like artist is now their own channel basically at this point. They've replaced TV.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then here I go scrolling through them all like, which one I'm going to watch today? Like,
who's entertaining for you? Maybe you could put us on to stuff that we're not even watching on live.
I have been watching the Tory Lanez here and there. Miley Cyrus has been going live a lot. I was watching Timbaland and Swiss Beats. They were doing the battle thing.
That's crazy.
T-Pain.
Yeah, I saw the T-Pain and Little John one.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I've been trying to catch the music stuff. I'm trying to catch the classic stuff that you'll never see again.
Right. Hell yeah. That RZA and Premier battle was crazy.
Man, I missed that. I gotta.
Oh my god, that was crazy.
I missed that. We gotta see it.
Yeah, it was better than the battle between Lizzo and Diddy. So how are you doing with?
I saw that. That was so funny.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I don't know what he was thinking. You know what's crazy is a lot of people at the same time while like others are progressing and flourishing in a time like this, there's a lot of people catching L's, like major L's.
Oh yeah.
Don't even get me started on that Tarzan thing that what's her name was talking about.
I missed that.
Yeah, Bad Barbie, who I'm not even gonna get into detail about, was on some stupid
rant. I didn't miss that. I really don't miss anything. Really, I just have to remember my catalog of things that I've seen through the day, and yeah, that's crazy.
Right. See, and that's good to know that people are still being consistent with like entertainment. At least there's constant new stuff like always coming out. The Baby's about to drop a new album. You know what I mean?
For that. Mm-hmm.
Like Bad Bunny and J Balvin dropped. Like,
yeah.
What albums are you listening to right now?
Kalani's new album. I love it. I'm obsessed. Who just dropped the new album that I downloaded? I posted on my story. Oh, I'm on the new Jeezy album. He just dropped not too long ago.
Yeah, that was popping. That was popping.
Dang, I can't even remember what I've downloaded recently. I really listen to a lot of myself.
How do you feel about working more now towards your streams, which you obviously have no issue with,
Yeah.
as opposed to doing live performances? Now that I heard Dr. Fauci say something like concerts might be banned till like fall 2021.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like that's taking a lot of money out of artists who only depend on live events and concerts that get paid more from those and from their actual label and music. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. You know, I think with this whole industry thing and the music and how it works, you know, it's really just like you just gotta go. You just gotta keep going, put your foot on the gas and push and push and push, and whatever is meant to catch on fire and blow will do that, you know. As long as you know, you just stand behind it. I was talking to my friend the other day about artists making music monetary revenue through the music stuff, and I'm just like, you know, Diddy, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, who else did I say? Jay-Z. I was just naming off all the big artists who have, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, opened different streams of revenue for themselves not because I'm saying, oh, there's not enough music in the industry to survive, but however, you know, it's hard to make a lot of money in the music industry when you're just the artist. Like, if you're solely just the artist and you're not doing anything else, you know, you gotta have a different stream of income. You have to come up with another way.
Absolutely. Whether
it be acting or, you know, your own business or whatever it might be. Your own label. I'm focused on that. I'm focused on creating new streams of income. I need 7 of them. I don't want to just be an artist. I'm an actress as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have a whole bunch of ideas. I have a lot of music that I can, people can buy from me. I can write songs for people. Like, you know, the opportunities are endless. So I'm not really concerned too much about me making money off streams or like, and then the shows, I love performing. It's probably going to make me super sad not to be able to perform for that long if that is the case. But, you know.
Right.
Seeing as how everyone's evolving, we'll find a way somehow to perform.
Yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. Like, even if you guys have to just start charging for like online streams, like at this point, I feel like, I feel like, yo, honestly, you know how like people should just do like virtual concerts, honestly, and just pay for people to watch the streams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every artist should just like band together and just take OnlyFans away from the thoughts and then use it as a platform for people to just charge to watch them perform, because that's what they're doing anyway, right?
Genius.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I was joking the other day with wifey, and I'm like, yo, what if I put my podcast on OnlyFans? I get more money off of that than on YouTube, because people would just pay to watch my podcast directly instead of me waiting for a YouTube check.
Yeah.
That gets chopped down.
You can even put exclusives on there, like just certain parts of the interview that people wouldn't see on YouTube, they have to go see on OnlyFans. Like,
right. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, fire.
It don't have to be porn.
Cause I'm tired of seeing butt everywhere on and dildos going in people and all that stuff. Like, every time I get on the internet, that's all I see, and I'm over it.
Yeah, no, at this point, I gotta just throw my whole phone in the trash every time I open Twitter. Like, my timeline is ridiculous. Like, I could have opened Twitter in public before. I definitely can't now. Like, it's crazy.
It's crazy. And you can't unsee anything. Like, once you see something, you can't unsee it. So
yeah, nah. Yo, that's crazy, yo. But yeah, no, there's definitely got to be like other streams of income. This is what defines you as an artist and not just a musician. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, this is what proves to other people that you know how to literally create anything. Mm-hmm. So like, I'm sure you're sitting on like a couple scripts right now for like other movies that you haven't even like began to work on now because of these conditions. Like,
I wish I was.
What happened?
I said, I wish I was.
Are you trying to like work on anything else? Like, I mean, you're on Amazon Prime right now. Yes. You feel me? You got 2 other movies ready to drop, right? Are they gonna? Do you know when they're gonna drop? After this? During this? While everybody's inside?
Well, I keep hearing they're gonna drop, you know, like around the summer, May, June, July-ish type time. But recently my record Double Up is in the new movie on Netflix, Coffee and Kareem.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Everybody
you
go
know,
check that out.
Yeah, everybody make sure they go check out that movie and then download the record when they when they see it.
Do you play
wanna
that part
keep
back?
acting.
Every time
Yeah.
like they play like your music and Coffee and Cream, you're like, oh, there's a part.
Yeah, I when I listened to it, I played it back like 5-6 times. Had to make sure that was me.
How did you feel when you first heard it, when you were watching it on Netflix?
I was dozing off a little bit because it was taking so long. But when it got to that part, I woke right up and I was like, oh, I was screaming and everything. I couldn't believe I didn't catch it on camera.
Wow.
I gotta get better at catching those moments of my life. But
Yeah, that's
great.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I couldn't picture like hearing myself like on like Netflix like that, like in the background of some show. That's so dope.
Yeah.
Did you get that through like some other agency, or that's just like the people that you've been working with?
The guy that produced the record set that up, I believe.
Nice. Got to get back in the studio
Shout
with him,
out
right?
to shout out to Slate for producing that record.
Okay, Slate, we see you. Booking Netflix music. All right.
Yeah. Big
That's
moves.
what's up. That's what's up. Next, we got to get you in the next Grand Theft Auto, right? They just dropped like a rumor that they're ready to drop the next one soon.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So we got to like find a way to set up a meeting with Rockstar and like make this shit happen.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, you know what? I feel like honestly, after this, I feel like there's going to be so many opportunities available. Just looking at the cup half full because of how many people are gone, you know, rest in
Yeah.
peace. But there's just going to be so many spaces to fill after this that I feel like even the most underqualified person is going to be able to achieve literally the highest paying job now because they don't have those people anymore that they need to keep it running.
Yeah, I did see that they are looking for people to like fill job spots, so yeah.
Yeah. So I don't
crazy.
feel like the economy is going to be that like, yeah, it's bad now, but when things get up and running, there's definitely going to be a lot of jobs available. So there's at least that to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? And I got stimulated yesterday. Did you get stimulated?
I'm waiting on the stimulation. That's so funny, but no, I really am waiting on that. Like, whenever it comes through.
I feel you. A couple people are. It was just so random to me. I was like, oh, this racist bastard did something. Wow, that's so crazy. But then it's just like, all right, well, I guess I'll just sit on it because I'm not going outside anyway. So,
Right.
unless I actually just bought something on Amazon, I ain't gonna front. I went on Amazon and I was like, all right, let me just get a couple things.
Just a couple things.
Just a couple things. Good. Check my account. It's gone already. Like, damn. Yeah, that's how it happens, yo. You're on Fashion Nova for 2 seconds, and next thing you know, you're like, damn, how much is in my cart?
That's so funny.
So, all right, aside from everything else, is there an album that we have to look forward to, or is there a mixtape, aside from all these other projects that you're involved with all these various talented artists?
I have a lot of new music coming out. People better stay tuned because I'm about to flood. We all locked in the house. Well, you know, I'm about to give it to them like heat. Like, I might not put it in project form or album form just yet. And I only say that because, like, you know, like I said, I'm going through this chord stuff and all this stuff going on behind the scenes. So I'm not really in the complete headspace to be able to create the album of my dreams, the first album of my dreams, you know. So if I do drop a project, it might be like a little 3-song project, maybe 8 or something short. But yeah, I got a lot of new music. I've been working. Like, that's one thing I have been doing is recording a lot.
Nice. Who do you look for inspiration when recording all these?
I look to my main inspiration. I'm gonna have to say is probably like Rihanna. Like, that's
Okay.
when it comes to like the sound and like the emotion and the roughness of her voice, you know. But I love Missy, Beyonce.
And problematic question. Amongst those three, who do you think is better?
Amongst who?
Missy Elliott, Beyonce, and Rihanna.
Missy, Beyonce, Rihanna. Missy.
Ooh.
I love Beyonce so much. She is the queen. You know what I'm saying? Missy just writes like crazy, and her metaphors, and you know, I don't even like saying somebody's the best. They're all amazing.
Right. Of course.
They opened the doors for me. And I am inspired by all three of them. I find more inspiration from Missy's bounce and her energy and her videos and her flows. You know what I'm saying? Her style is just, it stands out more to me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Beyonce.
Shout out to Beyonce. Shout out to the Beehive. Don't sting us up for that. Shout out to Rihanna. Shout out to the Navy. And yes, of course, shout out to the queen, the god, Missy Elliott, the legend. I grew up listening to Missy, so I could totally relate. That would have been my answer, honestly, too. Missy's just popping. And I feel like she doesn't get enough credit as a rapper. Like,
I was just about to say that.
Her bars are crazy. Her delivery speed is of that level of Busta Rhymes. Like, them going back and forth on the track right now would be insane. Mm-hmm. Like, I would love to hear that.
She can write too. She writes for a lot of other artists and stuff. So
word.
She's just caliber up here.
Could you see yourself working with her in Timbaland?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we could come up with some hits.
I think so too. Who would you have featured on your album, if any, or are you just gonna go the Jay-Z route, the J. Cole route, and not
no features?
Yeah, no features.
Who would I want to feature on my first album? What? Oh, I thought you were trying to tell me somebody to say. I can't. Nobody comes to my mind off the top of my head. But who said? What? Oh, who am I gonna feature? Who do I want to feature on my first album? Once I get to thinking about all these other people, I got a catalog in my head of people that I absolutely adore.
But we'll just be political with that answer and just leave it at that. I feel you, because you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. Good answer. No, but that's amazing, and I'm definitely looking forward for your next projects to drop and your 2 movies. Those are gonna be hits. I can tell you right now. The trailer for Price of Love, wow.
Thank you.
How was working on that movie? How is it memorizing all the scripts when you gotta learn all these other songs that you're recording and rehearse these flows and bars, and at the same time what facial expression you're gonna be acting out that same afternoon?
I'm one of those people who just try to be in the moment and focus on what's going on right now, presently. Like, when you start thinking about all the other stuff you have to work on and you remember and stuff like that, that's when you get thrown off. Because when I was shooting the movie, I was shooting 2 movies at one time, so I had to study both the lines, at the same time for both the movies. But I feel like I might have photographic memory or something, because I actually have a really easy time remembering lyrics and words and songs and scripts and stuff. It's kind of weird.
Okay, that's dope. That's perfect.
These characters that I had to play for these movies, however, they felt like me. It just felt like a different version of me, so it wasn't that hard for me to tap into the character or be them. One of the movies is pretty much about me, the life of Jasmine or whatever. My uncle molests me and all these crazy things. I killed my mom, whatever. What? Or my brother kills my mom, whatever. It's a deep story, so it's gonna be really big for Detroit, and I can't wait for everybody to see it.
Okay, but what part of that? I'm actually afraid to ask what part of that was based on a true story.
None of that was based on a true story as far as I go.
Okay.
But the movie, I'm Jasmine in the movie Price of Love. So the movie is about the character Jasmine. So there's a younger version of me, and then there's me,
Got it.
I'm a killer in the movie. I'm a female pimp. I'm bossy. So
that's lit. That's popping.
It was crazy.
That sounds like it was your favorite role, was it?
Yeah, I enjoyed killing people. Well, not that that's anything I would do in real life, but
right. Don't quote her on that.
Yeah, please, Lord Jesus, I don't need them knocking on my door or anything. I just really enjoyed being able to tap into those emotions and release, whatever anger or whatever it was I had, just being a different character or whatever. So I enjoy acting and it's easy money.
Word, that's popping. Yo, get them bags.
Yeah.
I could already see you like on the Academy Award, like red carpet.
Thank you.
So are you excited about your Amazon Prime show? Like, is there going to be more seasons? Is it over? Like, what's going on with that?
I'm super excited about it. I think that's just the one movie she has. There's a book that's out with it.
Right.
But there's also going to be a documentary released, a female documentary released on Netflix by Angela Yee. She just put it together that I'm in. So.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, we'll be doing a follow-up interview soon. That's going to be really big. I think it's really important, really important.
And how'd you meet Angela Yee?
I met her on Instagram, I think. I met her on Instagram, but she fell in love with... I met her through doing the documentary. I did the first interview with her, and then, she brought me to New York to do the Breakfast Club interview. I did the lip service interview with her. She took me out to eat. She got me drunk.
What?
Oh, she took me to the Nets game and had me sitting courtside.
What?
Yes.
She flew you out and everything.
She showed. I was like,
whoa.
I had a great time.
Yo, shout out to Angela Yee. That's how you take care of a guest.
Yeah, she's such a sweetheart. She really is. She's really genuine and supportive, and yeah, that's my girl.
Wow, that's amazing. That's so dope. And for real, shout out to Angela Yee for that. That's mad dope. Yeah. Once everything opens up, are you gonna go back to casting calls? Are you sending out headshots now for like future movie roles?
I gotta keep lining things up so that when the outside does open back up, there's already things set up for me. I don't want to be one of those people trying to scramble and put things together. Right. And I'm gonna leave the testing of the outdoors to everybody else first. I'm gonna give it a couple days just to see what happens when people step outside, and then I'll go outside. And then I'll be out there like, hey.
Because everybody's going to be so excited. Everybody's going to literally pack out every club. Like, even now, seeing crowds on TV makes me cringe now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, even if I see somebody shaking hands in a movie, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. They're trying to get us to be like, they're trying to program social distancing into our DNA.
Yeah. They're doing a good job. I haven't left my house in like 25 days.
I'm scared to go to the store. Like, this isn't good.
Yo, it's mad crazy. Even ordering food now is like gets me mad paranoid. I ordered pizza the other day, and I had on my like oven mitts to grab the box from the delivery guy. I had to like hand him like $5 that I had in the mitt. And I handed him, and then I closed the door. I had to put the box down, open it up with the gloves. I took the round thing from the grill, and like I had to scoop out the pizza with that and put it on my stove. And then I had to like discard the box. Like I tried to not touch no surface. I was like, yo, is this what life is right now? Like this shit is crazy.
It's crazy. You gotta throw the box away for sure, though.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the quote of the day. We're going to end it with that. You got to throw the box away at the end of the day. Nah. NEISHA, I got to ask you. I know we went through an entire interview, and you're so amazing for that. Can you bless my Plátano stands, the people listening and watching this podcast right now, with a little acapella so they get a little taste of what's to come?
Sure, I could do a little something, sir.
Cool.
I say love candy. Let me see that water.
Ladies and gentlemen, NESHAE.
I'm not gonna do too much.
She's not gonna do too much.
I pray for the things that I cannot change, and the things that still remain, and the time that I lost in vain. I pray for these things in His name. All the mistakes I have made, I'm praying I won't go insane. It's so personal, I'm emotional. Help me let it go.
Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, NESHAE, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Peace, y'all. Right now you're listening to the Juan Ayala show.
Se supone que Plátano, man, in the building. Dime a ver, qué es lo que,
Y'all, this is Chris Rivers Dragons Up, and you are rocking with the Juan Ayala show with a chunk. Glad that's go wet.
Hola, soy Yolanda Vega, and you're watching Plátano Man.